Maurice and I decided we wanted to write with each other from about the point at which we shared the same love of the same comedy programs, that we started attending together. We were friends, I ought to say. Before we ever wrote, we were childhood friends. We hadn't seen a lot of each other in the interim years, but we knew each other. We came from the same streets. When we started going to Player Playwrights, which was the drama workshop that we went to and still go to, I don't think any piece of our work that's appealed to millions on telly had not had its first playing there. At Player Playwrights. Anyway, when we started going there, we started getting really interested in, if you like, the dynamics of drama. Most of our times was spent just sitting in the audience watching people's work on stage. But listening to the criticism, how someone would say, you know, would Strindberg have done it like this? And we kept saying, well, what's Strindberg got to do with The Good Life? And the answer is everything. What's Chekhov got to do with Porridge? Everything. And what's Feydeau got to do with Fawlty Towers? Everything. So it was good we knew our drama. And we learned our drama from there. Once we had entered competitions individually, not together, and won them all for about a year and a half, it was the secretary of the group that said, why don't you two try writing something together? Otherwise we may never have done so. We tried. It wasn't that successful at first because you were frightened to let go. And you didn't know how far you could go with another person you didn't really know. I compare it to a new affair, really. You know, what do I do on the first date? Dare I do this? And if I do and she doesn't like it, will she ever want to see me again? That's rather like writing comedy. What if I suggest a line that he thinks is terrible and doesn't laugh? Will he never want to see me again? We learned to be confident in our own suggestions. 90% of what we throw out at each other is unusable. It's that magic 10%. And the other one recognizing it. That's kind of how we started. So it was we were treading very, very carefully, not to tread on each other's toes or how far we could go. We've always worked in the same manner. Maurice has always come to me. He likes going out to work, I like staying in. And we sit in a room, and I would say, in all probability, that anything we create has gone through between 3 and 9 months gestation period. And most of our work is not writing at all, it's talking. It's exchanging ideas, it's, as I was saying earlier, it's talking about character. Who are these people? Why do they exist? Why do they interest us? And why should they interest you? What is their dilemma? How are they going to get out of it? What makes it enjoyable? And what's the road we're going to